What's going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Jurassic World Evolution 2. We are back, and we're in an aviary, because in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single pterosaur in the game from best, or from worst to best. There's only 12 of them, so we're going to do what we did with the aquatics and just rank every single one of them. So if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Also, if you have any opinions on what your favorite pterosaurs are, let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's get with the video. Taking the number 12 spot, I'm sorry, we've got the Pteranodon, or at least the Jurassic World Pteranodon. Now, I never liked the Jurassic World Pteranodons. I think their crests on their head are too short. They look very ugly looking. I mean, the color scheme looks nice. But apart from that, I don't know. I really don't find this version of the Pteranodon very appealing. I mean, if it were the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon, I like those way better than these. But maybe these are scientifically accurate. I don't know. Then again, it's Jurassic World / Park. Nothing's really accurate. But yeah, Pteranodon is definitely my bottom pick when it comes to the pterosaurs. It just look at it. It's very ugly looking. Taking the number 11 spot, we have Maradactylus. Now this pterosaur here is a pterosaur that probably could have been scrapped from the game completely. Because it's one of two pterosaurs. It doesn't really look too different from Tropionathus, in my opinion. It just looks, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong. Any of the pterosaurs look better looking than the Pteranodon, but I'm sorry. For the fact that it looks similar to the Tropionathus, I guess it has like a narrower beak and whatever, but it's, I don't know. They could have replaced it with something else, like, oh, I don't know, Hatzegopteryx. Or something like that. Or maybe Tupandactylus or whatever. But yeah, Maradactylus doesn't really do anything for me. I'm sorry. Taking the number 10 spot, we have Sierradactylus. Now look at these things. Would you ever want to put these things in your park? I certainly wouldn't. I like the color scheme, but apart from that, again, it just looks like a combination of the Pteranodon and the Tropionathus. It really doesn't look too different. The pterosaurs just look very generic, and I don't know. I mean, there are some unique pterosaurs that stand out from the rest of them, but apart from that, a lot of them just look alike, and it's very sad, you know? I mean, I do like the long, narrow beak that this guy has, but apart from that, I don't know. At number 9, we've got the Geosternbergia. Honestly, one of the better looking designs, and it honestly looks way better than the Pteranodon. Now, if I remember correctly, it made a minor appearance at the end of the Lost World. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was probably the case. And Geosternbergia honestly looks really cool in my opinion. It's just, the reason it isn't higher on the list is because it just looks like any other typical pterosaur in the game. I mean, the beak kind of looks different, the crest kind of looks different, but apart from that, it just doesn't really do much for me. At number 8, we've got Barbaradactylus. Now, these things look very similar to the Geosternbergia, but the reason they're higher up on the list is because they've got some cool looking colors. And honestly, they're one of the better looking pterosaurs in my opinion. I would honestly love to have one of these in my park. Why do you think I put them in Jurassic World Muerta, you know, my own park? Because they just look really cool in my opinion, and it's just, I have my Barbaradactyls named Redwing as well as a few others, and yeah, I kind of like the crest shaped like a banana. It looks really cool. It kind of looks more accurate to a pterosaur in a way. At number 7, we've got Tropionathus, who is the final member of the bottom 6. Honestly, out of the Ornithochirids, this one is definitely the best looking. I kind of like the Tropionathus. It looks really cool in my opinion. It's a shame it's just, you know, like I've said with the pterosaurs, and it's just a big problem with the pterosaurs in this game. They all look the same. Well, not all of them do, but most of them look the same. They have the same animations, the same structure, and it's just... I don't know, you can't really do much with the pterosaurs, and it's just... I don't know. These guys, they're cool, don't get me wrong. And they also look really cool in Ark. But at the same time, yeah. And that was the bottom 6. Let's move on to the top 6. At number 6, we have the Thanatos Draken. Now, this is a really cool pterosaur. I really like the design of this guy. One of the more accurate-looking pterosaurs. My only criticism with him is that it's very small compared to the Quetzal. Saying that, has this guy gotten a size change? I mean, it's been a while since I've used this guy. We'll have to take a look at the Quetzal when it comes up at some point. But, I don't know. I think this guy's gotten a size change. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comments down below. I was going to say the reason it's lower on the list is because it's way too small compared to its actual counterpart. It's supposed to give the Quetzal a run for its money. I mean, I get that Universal wanted the Quetzalcoatlus to just, you know, be the largest pterosaur in the game, you know, because of movie value, but apart from that, I feel like there should be a pterosaur like this guy or Hatzegopteryx that just gives the pterosaur or the Quetzal a run for its money. But I think it has gone through a size change. I don't know. We'll have to see. At number 5, we've got the Sungaripterus. Again, another cool-looking pterosaur, in my opinion. It looks more unique with the crest and the banana-shaped beak and whatever. And it kind of does look unique. Unique enough where it can stand out from most other pterosaurs, and honestly, it just looks really cool. One of the more accurate-looking pterosaurs, I did hear that Sungaripterus is actually a lot smaller than this, but apart from that, it just looks, I don't know, really cool, you know? At number 4, we've got the Dimorphodon. Now, I never really cared for Dimorphodon in the movies. I thought they looked ugly-looking, but in the game, they look way better. They look way better in this game, and it's just, the Dimorphodon, I always like the Dimorphodon. These guys look unique. Now, this is a pterosaur that stands out from the rest of them, with the very long tail and the lizard-like mouth instead of that usual beak that pterosaurs normally have with sharp teeth and whatever. Really cool-looking pterosaur, and it's also one of the smaller ones as well. Yeah, Dimorphodon is just a really cool pterosaur in my opinion. Taking the number 3 spot, we've got the Tapahara. Now, this is one of the fan favorites of mine. I've loved the Tapahara from its design and whatever. Again, it just looks unique with the crest, with the big crest, and it's just the odd-looking mouth compared to other pterosaurs. It's just a very unique-looking pterosaur, and overall, it's just... I don't know if it's bigger or smaller than the Pteranodon. I know in Ark it's a little bit bigger, but apart from that, really cool looking. I've always seen Tapahara kind of coexisting with Pteranodon. I know they didn't, but I've always imagined that. But really cool looking pterosaur in my opinion. At number 2, we've got the Jahalopterus. Not only is it the smallest pterosaur in the game, but it's the most unique looking. It kind of looks more like a bat than it does a pterosaur, in my opinion. And it's the only other pterosaur aside from the Dimorphodon that kind of has a unique. And they've got, like, really cool colors. I mean, I have them at the default skin and not the randomized skins, but, yeah, look at this guy. I would say that this guy is basically the Homalocephale of the pterosaurs. And my number 1 favorite pterosaur in the entire game is the Quetzalcoatlus. Mainly because of how large this guy is compared. He definitely stands out from the other pterosaurs. I'd like to see him next to the Thanatos Draken, just to see if the Thanatos Draken had a size change. And yeah, it doesn't look like it. Quetzalcoatlus towers over all of the pterosaurs in the entire game. Which is kind of sad, because I would have hoped that Thanatos Draken would have at least given this guy a run for his money, but I get Universal wanted him to be the biggest, and even though you've got pterosaurs that rival it in size, kind of like the same problem with the Mosasaurus and, in a way, the T-Rex, but yeah, it's just, yeah, a really cool pterosaur regardless, the Quetzalcoatlus. Like, look at it compared to the Tropionathus. It just towers over it. It's just a really cool pterosaur. And it's, I think, one of the only feathered pterosaurs aside from the Jeholopterus. But yeah, that's all my ranking of every single pterosaur in the game. And with that, that's going to have to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.